Good morning, children. Now this is 8th class social studies, children. Okay, children. Now in the 8th class social studies, we already completed 3 lessons, children. Okay, 3 lessons in the geography part. Now this is the history part, children. So in that history, this is important. The 11th lesson, children. Okay, what is that 11th lesson, children? National movement, the early phase. National movement, the early phase between 1885 to 1990. Okay, children, between 1885 to 1990. So now, children, in this lesson, so actually this is A, part A, children, 11th A. Okay. Okay. Now look, children, here 1885 to 1990. On those days, our country under the clutches of British rule. Okay, so we know how Britishers ruled our country. Already you learned about the British rule in your previous classes. That means 7th class, 6th class. Okay, children, how cruelly they ruled our country, how they plundered our country, how they exploited our natural resources, our wealth. They took away our natural resource and they plundered our country, children. Okay, but here at this age, people actually, the diverse people, if you see the Indian society, so we can see some caste based society. Okay, upper caste people are there, lower caste people are there. Upper caste people belongs to rich people, lower caste people upper caste people, they possess lands and they considered as rich people in the society. Lower caste people, they are called on those days deprived people. Okay, actually these people far from the village, they did not possess any lands. Okay, simply they are depending upon the rich people in the village areas, children. Next one, they are following different cultures, traditions, etc. Okay, so that was the society position on those days. That means people are diverse people. Okay, next one, in that some people educated, children. So the educated people thought about the condition of our country. One side, a diverse people are living. Another side, foreign people came and plundering our country. They are not developing our nation. They are simply taking away the wealth, what is the valuable source of our country. Okay, so that is why some people, they wanted to fight against British rule. Why? Because if they will terminate the British rule from our country, so the leaders thought we would develop our country. Okay, so that is the idea of our national leaders, children. Next one, early associations. So how we will terminate the British rule in our country? If any individual going forward to ask or to question the British rule, the Britishers simply they will punish that who will against to. Okay, children. So that is why many people died and many people persecuted by the Britishers, our Indian people, children. So if any our Indian people will question the British rule, they simply imprison and they will kill and they will persecute our Indian people. So that is why individual revolt is not succeeded by our Indians. So that is why we know in 1857 one revolution occurred in our country, that is called Sepoy Revolt. Okay, I think you already studied in 7th class about Sepoy Revolt. In that Sepoy revolt, who came forward to fight against Britishers? Here, soldiers came forward first time, children. Even the ordinary peasants also. Peasants in the society, landlords are there, peasants are there in our Indian society. The peasants are cultivating the land. At the end of the harvest, they had to give what is the rent of the land to the feudal lords or landlords, children. Okay, that means here peasants are suffering. Next one, soldiers also suffering. In that soldiers also, who are the Indian soldiers? They were discriminated by British soldiers. Next one, the Britishers are giving high positions in the soldiers to the Britishers, and they are giving low jobs in the our Indian soldiers. That means they are giving high salaries and high positions to the white soldiers. They are giving low salaries and low position to the our Indian soldiers, even though it is our country. So that is why they recognize the partiality or discrimination. So that's why the Indian soldiers started revolution against Britishers. When they started revolution, remaining people in the society also they supported, they also joined for the revolution, children. Okay, artisans also joined, landlords also joined, even some princely states are there. Okay, these princely states ruled by princes. That lands are separate lands. They did not under the control of Britishers. They are the separate freedom lands. So these separate freedom lands ruled by princes. Okay, even princes also they recognized the injustice which is done by Britishers. Next one, artisans who are making goods by their hands, they started selling. But these artisans also facing competition about the British activities. What British did? The Britishers take away the raw material from our country. In their industries they finished the good, and again they imported that good from England to India. They started selling in our country. In this way they are getting profits. Okay, so when they are getting profit here, the artisans also they faced trouble against the British activities. Okay, children, so that is why soldiers, princes, artisans, peasants, even landlords also all came together and fought against the Britishers. So that is why in 1857 revolution is called first revolution against British in our country. Next, children, old kings and queens. In that revolution, what were the demands here? They refill who were the old kings and queens in the country. Okay, next one, caste-based society. Their demand is caste-based society. Actually, in our country, we know upper caste people are there, lower caste people are there. Upper caste people also suffering, lower caste people always suffering. Even today, that means so far after independence, the lower caste people today also they are suffering, children. Why? Because the government did not give property to these lower caste people almost. Okay, so that is why they are facing many trouble so far, children. Okay, now I come back to the lesson. Next, children, 19th century, the English people they established some colleges, schools, etc. When Britishers came to our country to occupy our political activities, that means they took the power of our country. In this way they started ruling. But another side, the missionaries came, children. They are also foreigners, they are also Europeans, but they are called Christians, children. But these Christians they started schools, colleges, even hospitals also. They educated our people, children. Many our Indian leaders, whether they are upper caste people or lower caste people, they educated in these schools and colleges, children. For example, the Britishers established in three cities, our great cities, even today. What are the three cities, children? Bombay, Madras, Chennai. Now Bombay means Mumbai, the capital of Maharashtra. Chennai, the capital of Tamil Nadu. Kolkata, capital of West Bengal. Okay, children. So they established their ports in these areas. These areas are suitable for construction of ports, children. Okay. From these areas, they started their business on their ships, etc. They are taking our raw material, okay, and they are selling their goods from these areas. Okay, children. Next one, when they started education institutions in these three cities, what happened? The Indians, they started educating children. When they educated, they observed the society of our India and how the Britishers are plundering, what is the injustice of Britishers, what is the political activities doing or by Britishers, etc. Okay, children. So here we are facing many trouble and we are not developing. So what are the activities they are helpful to the Britishers even in our country? So that is why our Indian leaders who educated, they recognized the problem and they wanted to remove the British rule from our country. Okay, children. So in this way they recognized inequality, injustice and old society system. Okay, children. So in this way they educated and finally they recognized they want to remove the British rule. Next, children, democratic political order, exploitation, injustice of the British. What is the democratic principle, children? Here, democracy means the people, they have the right to choose the representative to rule the government a period, certain period, that is 5 years. For example, children, after independence, we conducting every 5 months elections in state government formation for central government formation, children. Okay, so that to particular 5 years only CM will rule the state. At central, PM will rule the country. After 5 years, the total members, ministers, CM or cabinet ministers and PM, they will remove and new freshers will elected by the people representatives. These representatives will elect by the common people who have the right to vote. They will cast their vote, children. Okay, children, who will get majority, they will announce as winner. They will go to assembly as MLAs. They will go to parliament as MPs. Okay, children. So that is the system that is called democracy. Okay, but before independence, what is happening in our country? There was no democracy, children. Only Britishers, they took all powers by their England laws. They implemented over our country. They did not concern our Indian people, children. Okay, they will not take as part and parcel of our Indians in the administration purpose. So that is why they wanted to, our Indian leaders wanted to establish democratic principles. Next, children, exploitation. They exploited our country wealth. Next, injustice. Okay, so against Britishers. So finally, they wanted to end the British rule in our country. National movements also started. When, children, in India? Second half of 19th century. Next, children, in 1866, Dadabhai Nauroji. What is his name, children? Dadabhai Nauroji. So he started East India Association in London. Why he started this East India Association in London? Dadabhai Nauroji, he belongs to India, but he started this association in London. London is the capital of England. Okay, Britishers country. Okay, children. So to discuss what are the problems faced by Indians, that is the main aim, children. Next one, 1866 to 1885, Surendranath Banerjee, Ranade, Badruddin Dyabji, K.C. Telangu, okay, G. Subramaniam Iyer. So these all people, they also started associations to discuss what are the problems faced by Indian children. Okay. Next one, when they discussed the problems about Indians, about Britishers, they started to intimate through this association to the British government. Okay. Next children, here Calcutta, Pune, Bombay and Madras, they started association in these cities children. Madras, Calcutta, Bombay, Pune. Okay, to discuss the problems. Next one, even the common people, peasants also, they raised their tone about taxes on textiles, peasants and weavers, etc. Next, racial discrimination, laws which is implemented by Britishers, by their laws. Okay, children. Next one, they described through newspapers of our India. These leaders started some newspapers, children. In that newspapers, they are telling what problems faced by Britishers. When the educated people read this information, they realized how we are facing loss due to the British rule. Okay, children. So this is children. Next, I will explain the remaining lesson. Once I want to show you the important leaders in this lesson. Look, children, here. Surendranath Banerjee. Next, K.G. Gokhale. Next, Dadabhai Nauroji. Okay, children. I will explain the remaining lesson in the next class. Thank you.